Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and we're going to do a preview of some upcoming reels that I acquired as the result of a recent fisherman's flea market here in New Jersey, and got some nice deals on them. Sometimes I buy them as project reels, as you know, and sometimes reels come looking for me, and sometimes they're just a good deal, and there's nothing wrong, but they need to be cleaned up, serviced, and put into to fishing again. So let's start with two of them that are near identical. I picked up two Penn 320 and 310 GTIs. They're the older level line. They've since been replaced by Warfares and Squalls and the like. But these are solid, heavy-duty saltwater fishing reels. The smaller frame being the 310, the larger frame being the 320. The 320 is much cleaner than the 310. And the 310, as you can tell, has a little bit of salt corrosion on some of those bridge screws. But other than that, we're going to clean them up. We'll probably refresh the drags on these, do a servicing of these so that those of you that own the 310 or the 320 can see how they're put together and service them in the future. So those are two that I was happy to find, and I paid under $25 each for those. Great flea market find here we'll be working on. This is a Penn Slammer. It's the Penn 260. It came to me by way of a rod and reel combination. That was fun. The rod and reel combination was driven by the rod, actually. The rod is a St. Croix rod. It's the Premier. It's a medium fast rod. It's the Premier 70. And we have the Slammer 260 on there. So we're going to take the 260 apart. We'll show you how this one's manufactured, how to tune it up and service it if you happen to have one, and how to move ahead. I personally am going to try fishing this one. I've had St. Croix rods in the past, but they've been the ultralights. I haven't had the 7-foot, and we're going to give it a shot and see what we can do with some of the Jersey fish out there that are coming up in this season, and then we'll probably put it up for sale somewhere along the line. I picked up a Penn Battle. So the Battle is on, I think it's actually on the 3rd generation now. This is a Penn Battle. It's a 4000 series. It's the straight Battle. It's not the Battle 2 or the Battle 3. This one doesn't turn as well as it should. There's an initial guess on this one is we either have a bent axle spool shaft, or we have a problem with the pinion gear itself. So we'll take a look. We'll see what it is, but this is a little bit of a rough rider. Next up, we found this one came to me asking for some service. This is a Quantum XR6, and it has a bail that is not functional. Now I told the fellow I would try and repair that because I knew I had an XR in my parts basket. I went to my parts basket, which is an XR7, but the bail should be the same, and guess what? It doesn't work either. So I don't know what the malfunction is here. There's obviously a problem with the spring mechanism inside the load here. We'll take these apart. We'll show you how to diagnose the problem. We'll see if there's an issue that's common to both of them, or if we can use the spring on the one to replace the spring on the other. If not, we'll see if those can be ordered and replaced. But Quantum is a Zebco product, and a lot of the Zebco products that are out there don't have the pieces and parts. So we'll see what's going on with those. Another reel that found its way in terms of asking me to be repaired was the owner of a Spin Caster or Spin Star 4000 that just plain doesn't move. This is a Daiwa reel. It's locked up. So it seems like we can reverse, but there's definitely something going on here. And again, we'll open that up so everybody can see inside. We'll take a look and see what the issue is here and whether this is something that can be repaired. I'm not familiar with the Spin Star. I don't know where it falls in the product line. My guess is it falls on the lower end of the product line, and it may or may not be worth repairing. This is interesting that I have a spinning spool here, but the gearing isn't moving, so there's something going on here for sure. My guess is something got detached here from the crosswind block, and that may or may not be the issue, but we'll go ahead and see what's going on there. Also, I picked up a reel that I haven't seen in a while. I might have this one for personal use, I'm not sure. It's the Abu. It's a 3-ball bearing. It's an Ambassador, and I think it says 3600C. So I like the small spool capacity of this one. It reminds me of an older Daiwa or a Shakespeare that I've had in the past. I like this one for bass fishing, and I like it for inshore or inlet casting for salt water. We'll take it apart. We'll show you what it's made of. Hopefully I can restore this, maybe fish it myself. If not, put it out there for someone to fish along this summer. And then finally, I did a preview on these reels quite some time ago. We were talking about Japanese reels in the 60s and the 70s, and I previewed for you a King Neptune. Now, King Neptune was made for Daiwa, or by Daiwa. I believe it was sold in Sears. It's a larger saltwater reel of the time. It's got the old metal body, the square frame, so that kind of dates reels in terms of the 70s and the 80s. Metal function, metal spool. Nice, solid, heavy-duty reel. Kind of followed the same thing that you saw with the old Mitchells in terms of the bail release. And this one's healthy, but we're going to take it apart and show you what it was made of, just because one of my viewers out there said, did you ever do the King Neptune, which I didn't. So we have those, and then we have one more that is a struggling one. It's an Ambassador. It's the 5501C3. It's just not working right. There's something going on here. We're going to have to figure out what it is, and we'll take this apart and do some problem diagnosis on this one as well, and we'll show you the results of that. So that's what we've got. We've got a Penn Slammer. We have 2 Penns on the level lines, the 310 and the 320. We have the Ambassador 3600C. We have a Battle 4000. We have a King Neptune. And we have some bail repairs on a Quantum XR series rail. So I hope you'll stay tuned to watch how these get done. We'll start with this King Neptune because I'm woefully delinquent in showing folks that from a prior coming events, and we'll see what develops along the way. As always, if you have reels that you want to see serviced that maybe I haven't serviced, if I have one in the inventory, or if I can add it to my list and watch as we go along for one that comes into the shop, then I'll be happy to take these apart, show you how to service them and put them back into action. So that's the preview for the coming events. Stay tuned, and as I mentioned, the first one up will be that King Neptune. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, please like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Again, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching.